I have such good short-term Bitcoin technical analysis data that I want to share with you, acting kind of as this roadmap for where we are in the bull cycle. And I just want to be very adamant in saying I'm incredibly bullish for 2025 and what I think is going to happen next. I think a lot of you out there are in that same boat. But I have some data that I really want to share with you that can kind of guide us, because I know we're macro people, a lot of us, but we're also zoomed in and we're looking at price action and we're wondering about the 10, 20, 30% dips, where's support, where's the next leg up going to be, all that good stuff. So I really want to go over where we are in the crypto cycle right now and what could potentially be next. So please hit the subscribe, hit the like on the way in, and let's just jump into the video. The Bitcoin chart on the daily, I don't even know, man. I don't even know. Let me show you a clip from December 9th, 2024. This was around a month ago. Check this out. Imagine this. That's some resistance. There's a case, especially because how big this pattern is, this inverse head and shoulders. We get the breakout, and then we're needing to consolidate, a throwback to the pattern itself, a throwback to the neckline. So this is something I've just been talking nonstop about. I don't want the move to happen. It's not guaranteed to happen. But I just saw a post by Titan of Crypto over here talking about this kind of move, not in the same context as I've been talking about it. And I just really wanted to share it with you. And I just want to say, when you zoom out on a move like this, it is incredibly bullish looking for 2025. So I'm going to dissect that on the Bitcoin charts. I did want to make mention in terms of altcoins though, because this will kind of also play into my point of doing this video. Here's where we are. And I kind of posted something similar on X earlier. This is where we are, total crypto market cap, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. This is altcoins. Essentially, if you've seen bearish data out there, people that are just like, that was it. That was it. I hope you enjoyed the bull market because it's over. It is all over. It is time to enter a bear market. I just want to say this is incredible. It would be incredible because the bull market that altcoins just had basically didn't even break last bull market all-time high. So total crypto market cap for altcoins completely failed to get any higher high from a cycle perspective. That's number one. And then number two, more glaringly so on this chart, you can just see it was like, what? This is a weekly. This is like 2 months of bull market. It's like 2 months of bull market after 3 years of redistribution and accumulation. This was it. This was the bull market for altcoins compared to last bull market you see back here. This is on a weekly. I'm not convinced, everybody. And I really wanted to point that out, especially I posted this earlier. Crypto just survived all of these things. FTX, Celsius, SEC crackdown, 3AC, Voyager bankruptcies, the bear market. And now people are calling for a bear market. People are calling for a bear market as Trump is about to take office, Gensler's leaving, global liquidity is rising, all at the confluence of the 4-year cycle bull market. This is a very important context to what I'm about to look at on the Bitcoin charts. Because really, the Bitcoin charts, for me, what's most meaningful is how it acts as just a roadmap for how we can potentially see swing lows, swing highs in this bull market. Namely, if crypto is going to dip, maybe total crypto market cap and the altcoin market cap does dip to these moving averages before going higher. But I'll tell you, I don't think it's the beginning of some type of prolonged bear market again. I don't think this is how the chart is playing out. I think right now we're trying to put in some type of higher low. And of course, we can go a little bit lower in that journey. So let's talk about that. Let's just look at what that could potentially look like. So I showed you this clip, the potential throwback to the neckline. I've been talking about it a lot. If I zoom out on the Bitcoin daily chart, just to give you a sense, usually it's nicer to look at on the weekly, but here's the left shoulder years ago. Here's the head information, and here's the right shoulder. We were tracking it. We got the breakout. And now what we were talking about in that video around a month ago is the throwback to the pattern itself. It's a technical move. It is normal no matter what. So I saw this post, Titan of Crypto, Bitcoin correction fractal. Such an interesting fractal. And it's kind of funny because I just really enjoy seeing other analysts and like their data. We just looked at blockchain backer in terms of an XRP and Bitcoin fractal. And now we have this. A fractal from summer 2020 could be unfolding as the unemployment rate drops to 4.1% with 256,000 jobs added in December, mixed implications ahead for risk assets. So this could play into a short-term bearish move for Bitcoin and crypto. And I really wanted to present it to you. And then we're going to look at the snapshot of what the move could look like in this bull market. So he took this fractal from 2020, really nice eye because it is very similar looking. And you can kind of see where we were back then, around $12,000 consolidating. And right now we're consolidating around $100,000. But you see the move. You see the similarities on the daily chart in terms of the price action, even in terms of the momentum oscillator down here. And if we go look at it now on the Bitcoin daily chart, this is zoomed out. So you really have to start zooming in to kind of see what he is charting, but it's essentially this consolidation here. And so I went back, and this is where things get really cool. I went back and I looked at this area that he was talking about back then. So just to give you a sense of the move that he's comparing it to, it's this. There's that fractal, and you can see that move down. Now, if we look at what is happening here, it applies so nicely to the chart that we're in real time. What I mean by that is this. There's that fractal. Yes, we made a move to the downside before going higher. But what's so intriguing to me is it made a move in that move to a neckline of inverse head and shoulders. That was a throwback to the inverse head and shoulders before continuation higher. There's altcoin season triggering. So that fractal offers some really nice context in terms of the possibilities for Bitcoin's next move. So if we go there now, this is what it looks like. And if you look at his chart, he's basically saying, okay, like maybe we get that downward move. His target is around $80,000. If you go to this chart, or even if you just look at my video back here where I was talking about the throwback, that neckline of the inverse head and shoulders is around $80,000. I think it's just slightly below. And by the way, this isn't like a guaranteed thing. I'm trying to just offer content really based around the possibility of downside. Because I know if things break down, and we've been talking about the possibility, if things break down, in my view, I will just be like, we've been talking about it for a long time now on this YouTube channel, right? This throwback, it's normal. Dips are normal in bull markets. But I do know there will just be people, if we're really making a move into the 80s even, there's just going to be people it's like, the bear market's here. That's it. That was it. And that's not where my head's at. And maybe I'm wrong. I'm sorry. But this is not where my head's at. So very interesting. His target is right around the throwback target of the inverse head and shoulders. And what is that, everybody? If we change this to a weekly chart, just to very simply get a glance, what is that move? It's a higher low on the macro. It's a higher low on the macro in an environment where we have all of these things happening and in play. And not to mention where we are in the Bitcoin and crypto cycle. So yeah, prepare for downside. I just know there's that silent majority of y'all out there. I get distracted by some of the comments. I do, because the silent majority are the silent ones. A lot of the commenters, a lot of the bears, they're very loud. But I know there's bears. I know there's people that are just like, this is the bear market about to start. But I do know the silent majority is watching this, and you're just kind of like, it makes sense. It makes sense to me, at least. And I wanted to share that data with you. If you go to altcoin charts, just to give you a sense, maybe there's downside, maybe it's choppy, but I just think altcoin season and that very strong 2025 bull move, it's coming. I just don't know exactly when it is. And I think the consolidation that we're in right now, whether we break down or not, is very, very good for crypto. I mean, just look at the consolidation back here. That was very good for that move. So let's continue monitoring. At least I will. I appreciate all of y'all. Hit the subscribe, hit the like, and make sure you turn notifications on. I will see you all in the next video. God bless.